In this tutorial, I'll walk you through two related topics. The first one is how I paint textured weathered bricks, and the second part is going to be about an old brick wall. I'll be working in Procreate using just one default brush. We will work on form, color, light, and small details like cracks, dents, and vegetation. Everything that turns a flat wall or a simple piece of geometry into a believable atmospheric illustration. This approach can be useful when working on illustrations and concept pieces. This guide is beginner-friendly. If you are just starting out with digital painting, you'll find this approachable. If you are more experienced, you'll pick up tricks for adding texture and life to architectural elements. All you really need to know is how to build a believable parallelepiped on a blank canvas. And even that doesn't have to be super precise. So, let's get started. Start with a new canvas. Try to pick a relatively large size, so you'll have room to zoom in and work on details later. Something around 3500 by 3500 pixels is perfect for this kind of drawing exercise. The brush I'm using is a default Tamar brush, which you can find under the painting section of the standard Procreate library. Keep the opacity at 100% and you're good to go. Don't forget about two useful windows. The palette, simply drag the menu with the color wheel to a comfortable spot on your screen, and a reference window. Use your own drawing as a reference. To find it, go to the Range menu, Canvas, Reference. Start by drawing the line art. Here I didn't even bother with proper geometry. We just need 3 parallelepipeds to start with. Create a new layer underneath your main line layer. Select the bricks with the lasso tool and fill the selection with neutral gray. This layer will help enrich the colors of your drawing later. Turn on Alpha Lock for this layer. Focus on establishing clear values and basic colors first. Once you are happy with the color blocking, you can merge the layers and paint over unnecessary lines. Here the light is warm, so the shadows should be cool. Start adding details, cracks, and dents. Don't forget to check your values. Create a new layer above. Fill it with gray and turn it to color mode in the layer menu. This trick can help you if you're a bit lost and the artwork doesn't look three-dimensional enough. Refine the painting. Try to avoid straight lines. Use the opposite color, in my case blue, to add some color variation and depth. You can also use hatching to create texture. This is a very quick explanation on how I draw bricks, so now we can move to a more interesting and useful part. Painting a brick wall. I'll be working in the same document. Just create a new layer and hide your bricks exercise. Begin with a quick freehand line of your wall. Don't worry about precise geometry here. Bricks and real wall are never identical. Draw them in various sizes, with slight irregularities. Some leaning, some tilted, some chipped at the corners. The goal at this stage isn't accuracy, it's character. A perfectly straight ruler-drawn wall will look artificial. Your hand-drawn imperfections are what will make this wall feel real. Use a single layer for the line art. Keep your strokes loose and confident. Create a new layer underneath your main line art layer. This is the foundation of your wall. Select all the bricks with the lasso tool and fill the selection with the maroon color. Simply drag the color into the selected area. This will be the base color for our entire wall. Maroon works beautifully because it's neither too red or too brown, giving you flexibility for both warm shadows and cooler highlights later. This base layer is what helps enrich the colors of your painting in the next steps. Think of it as the canvas underneath an oil painting. It sets the tone for everything that follows. Don't merge your line art and color layers yet. Keep them separate for a while as you work on establishing the overall palette for the artwork. Turn on Alpha Lock on your color layer. This is the key step where the wall starts coming to life. Begin drawing the bricks individually, using the darkest color of your palette for the deep dents and the spaces between bricks. These dark gaps are what create an illusion of three-dimensional bricks, rather than a flat painted surface. A crucial tip here. Avoid straight lines. A real brick wall has uneven edges. Your brick has aged differently. Freehand drawing, even when defining the gaps, will add a tremendous amount of life and authenticity to your wall. Once your shadows are in place, look at the upper part of the wall. Notice how light typically falls from above. Add orange tones to that area. These warm highlights will suggest sunlight or warm lighting hitting the top of the wall. Then use gray with an orange tint to add volume to each brick. This middle tone is what creates a rounded dimensional feel to each brick. Don't be afraid to vary the color slightly from brick to brick. Uniformity kills realism. Time to merge the line art and color layers into one, and keep working from here by lightly painting over any unnecessary dark areas. It should be easy at this point, since you've already built a solid base for your wall. A bare brick wall can feel sterile. Adding some vegetation transforms it into a place with a history. Sprinkle in some greenery, moss, climbing vines, small plants around from the cracks. Add additional flowers if you want a romantic touch. Use green tones in various areas of the bricks, but don't overdo it. The vegetation should feel organic, not arranged. These green accents make your palette richer and provide visual contrast against the warm reds and orange of the bricks. They also tell a story. This wall has been here for a while. Time and nature have left their marks. Add additional dents and layer to individual bricks. Some bricks are chipped at the corners. Some have small fractures running across their surface. Some are slightly recessed compared to others. These imperfections are what make a wall memorable and real. Use a bright, almost white color to define the highlights, the spots where light catches the edges of the bricks, and the tops of cracks, the small bumps of texture. Place these highlights thoughtfully. Less is more. A few well-placed highlights are more effective than many subtle ones. Add more cracks, small pebbles at the base of the wall, and a bit more volume to vegetation. If you have time, paint a few darker shadows where the plants meet the wall. This grounds them and makes them feel like they really grow in there. Now you should have a textured, weathered, characterful piece that feels like it could exist in a real world. A few final thoughts. Don't aim for photorealism. Your wall has a personality because it was painted, not because it is perfectly accurate. If you are looking for a more realistic wall, just use real-life references. Don't imagine things that nature has already created for you. Walls are great practice for texture. These techniques you've used here, base color, shadow blocking, freehand line art, layered highlights, apply to almost any textured surface, such as stones, wood, fabric. A simple textured brush, like one I've used here, should do the work perfectly. Save your reference photos. If you want to try a different style of wall, real-life photos are an incredible source of inspiration. Stay tuned for more tutorials and time-lapse drawings. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hug the subscribe button and see you in my next one. Cheers!